In this short video, we are exploring one of the most essential building blocks of Arabic pronunciation, the short vowel Fatḥa. By the end of this lesson, you will understand exactly what Fatḥa does and how it works in real Arabic words. I have added a quick quiz for this lesson, so watch it until the end, then take the quiz. Let's get started. The short vowel Fatḥa can completely change how a letter sounds, how a word is read, and even how a sentence ends. Now the question is, what is Fatḥa? Fatḥa is one of the three short vowels in Arabic, al-harakatu al-qasira. It is always written as a small diagonal stroke or dash above the letter. Its main job is to give the letter a short A sound, like the A in cat or apple, but shorter and lighter. For example, the letter ba with Fatḥa is ba, ta is ta, and dal with Fatḥa is da. The word Fatḥa in Arabic comes from the three root letters fa, ta, and ha, which carry the general meaning of opening. In the past tense, the verb is fataha, meaning he opened. In the present tense, it is yaftahu, meaning he opens. That's why Arab grammarians called this vowel Fatḥa, because when you pronounce a letter with Fatḥa, you slightly open your mouth. So the name fits perfectly. It is called Fatḥa because it is literally an opening. Fatḥa changes the sound of the letter it sits on. Without a vowel, the letter has no complete sound, so you cannot pronounce it on its own. Fatḥa always gives a quick open vowel sound. It doesn't stretch into a long sound unless the next letter is an alif. So Fatḥa plus alif gives you a long A sound. That's why for alif to act as a long vowel, it must come after a letter that has Fatḥa. Like in this example, the letter ba with Fatḥa followed by an alif, it is pronounced as ba because the alif here is a long vowel and the letter ba must come with Fatḥa. So always remember it like this. Fatḥa alone gives you a short A sound and Fatḥa plus alif gives you a long A sound. Now let's look at something important. Fatḥa can change the meaning of a whole word. For example, alima, alima, he knew. Alamun, flag. Ulima, it was known. As you can see, with the same letters ayn, lam, and mim, you cannot be sure of the meaning unless you know the vowel marks. Even when the letters look the same, vowel marks can change the meaning and they can also change the tense or the grammatical rule of the word. Now, let's talk about Fatḥa at the end of words. In Arabic grammar, Fatḥa can appear at the end of a noun, a verb, or even at the end of certain particles, and it can show an important grammatical meaning. First, Fatḥa with nouns. When a noun is in the accusative case, حالة النصب, it often ends with a Fatḥa. For example, رأيت الولد. رأيت الولد. I saw the boy. The Fatḥa on the final letter dal shows that الولد is in the accusative case, حالة النصب. If you change the ending to a dhamma or a kasra, the grammar changes and the meaning can change too. That's why keeping the correct Fatḥa is important when you want to deliver the exact meaning. Second, Fatḥa with verbs. Some particles put the verb into the subjunctive mood and then the verb ends with Fatḥa. For example, هو يذهب إلى الجامعة. He goes to the university. But with the particle لن before the verb, it becomes هو لن يذهب إلى الجامعة. He will not go to the university. Now, notice how يذهب changes to يذهب because of لن. If you pronounce it with dhamma here, it becomes a grammar mistake. Third, Tanwīn Fatḥa, which we call Tanwīn al-Fath. When a noun is indefinite, nakira, and also accusative, mansoob, it takes double Fatḥa, Tanwīn Fatḥa. This adds a strong N sound at the end of the word. For example, كتابا, بيتا. كتابا means a book, بيتا means a house. Now, let's connect Fatḥa to something bigger. Arabic word patterns, which we call al-awzan. Arabic words follow patterns and Fatḥa plays a major role in shaping how those patterns sound and feel. Here are two common patterns where Fatḥa is very important. First, the verb pattern فعل, which is form number 1. This is one of the most common past tense patterns. In this pattern, the letter usually carry fatha, like when you say كتب, he wrote, ذهب, he went, فهم, he understood. You may notice here that the middle vowel can sometimes change, but the overall pattern stays the same. Second, the noun pattern فعل. For example, جبل meaning mountain, قلم meaning pen. So, fatha is not just a sound. It helps shape the rhythm of the word and gives the pattern its identity. Now, let's cover some common mistakes learners make with fatha. First, many learners confuse the short A sound of fatha with the long A sound, which is the long vowel in Arabic, which happens when fatha is followed by a long vowel alif. Second, some learners ignore fatha at the end of words, especially verbs in the subjunctive mood. That can become a clear grammar error. And third, many learners forget that fatha can change meaning, not just sound, as we have explained earlier. So always remember this, fatha is small but powerful. It gives life to the letter, shapes the word, and signals important grammar rules. Mastering it is one of your first steps to reading Arabic with confidence. I have explained all the rules mentioned here in my book Arabic Mastery Decoded. If you haven't claimed your free ebook yet, click the link in the description below to get your free copy now, or scan this QR code. I have also created a quick quiz for this lesson. If you are ready for a challenge, click the quiz link in the description below and see how much you learned. I have provided the answers to all the quiz questions. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one, inshallah. Salam.